The Curse of LeeNora, Episode 2, Whispers Beneath the Ashes. Forest clearing, night. Rain crashes violently against the earth. The villagers stand frozen around LeeNora. The broken porcelain doll lies half buried in mud. Its cracked face stares upward, and slowly its head turns creak. No one notices except Edward, standing behind the crowd beneath a hooded cloak, bleeding from the chest wound LeeNora treated days earlier. His breathing becomes uneven. He watches the doll in fear. Then the wind suddenly dies. Complete silence. No rain. No thunder. Nothing. Even the forest itself feels dead. Father Malvik tightens his grip on the wooden cross. For the first time, fear touches his face. Father Malvik, what devilry is this? LeeNora slowly lifts her head. Rainwater drips down her pale face. Her eyes lock onto Edward standing within the crowd. A moment, pain, love, warning. Edward steps forward instinctively. Edward. Father, stop this. The villagers murmur in shock. Father Malvik turns sharply. Father Malvik. Edward? Edward removes his hood. Gasps erupt through the crowd. A woman crosses herself in terror. Villager woman. He was supposed to be dying. Edward's voice trembles. Edward. She saved my life. The crowd instantly erupts. Man in crowd. The witch poisoned him. Another villager. She bewitched the priest's son. Father Malvik stares at Edward with burning anger. Father Malvik entered her house? Edward says nothing. That silence is enough. Father Malvik slaps him violently across the face. Father Malvik, shame this village. LeeNora suddenly speaks, quietly, but the sound unnaturally echoes through the clearing. LeeNora. He came to me because your prayers could not save him. Thunder booms across the forest. The villagers panic again. Edward looks at LeeNora and realizes something horrifying. The shadows behind her are moving, like figures standing inside darkness, watching, whispering. Edward steps back slowly. Edward. LeeNora. The doll suddenly laughs, a soft, childlike giggle. Everyone freezes. This time, everyone hears it. The villagers begin screaming. A torch explodes into black flames. Then another. Then another. Chaos erupts. Father Malvik raises the cross desperately. Father Malvik, in the name of God. Suddenly, the cross cracks in half. Silence. Father Malvik stares at the broken cross in horror. LeeNora smiles slowly, not human. Black cut. The Church of Ashes. INT. Church of St. Vera. Later that night. Candles flicker weakly inside the ancient stone church. Rain pounds against stained glass windows. Villagers pray in fear. Some cry quietly. Others whisper about LeeNora. At the altar stands Father Malvik, shaken, sweating. His broken cross rests on the table before him. Edward enters slowly. His chest bandages are stained with blood. Father Malvik does not turn around. Father Malvik should not be alive. Edward's jaw tightens, Edward, because of her. I am. Father Malvik finally faces him. Cold fury burns in his eyes. Father Malvik, that woman carries darkness. Edward. No? Beat. This village does. Silence fills the church. A candle suddenly extinguishes by itself. Then another. Father Malvic steps closer to Edward. Father Malvic, you speak like a man already possessed. Edward lowers his voice. Edward, did you know they were going to kill her daughter? Father Malvic says nothing. Edward's eyes widen in disbelief. Edward, you knew. Father Malvic finally speaks. Low, emotionless Father Malvic. The child was born beneath the blood moon. The church trembles slightly. Thunder shakes the ceiling. Father Malvic, that child was never innocent. Edward stares at his father like he no longer recognizes him. Then, a child's laughter echoes softly through the church. The villagers stop praying instantly. One woman begins crying. The laughter comes again. Closer, Edward slowly turns toward the back of the church. Standing near the doorway, a least dot covered in mud.